ArtRage is a digital art program that simulates more traditional forms and techniques of art, combining the digital and non-digital worlds. It's possible to create digital art with a more natural and realistic aesthetic. Art looks less computer-generated. With ArtRage, you can use drawing and painting tools like oil paints and ink pens, and even choose what sort of canvas you'd like to use. At the same time, useful digital tools like layers are available. It's suitable for people of all skill levels and backgrounds. Those who are less familiar with traditional painting and drawing techniques can experiment without the mess and cost of purchasing supplies. Digital artists can try something different while keeping features and tools such as blend modes and filters. To download ArtRage, you need to go to the ArtRage website, which is www.artrage.com. Once you're on the home page, to get to the downloads page, you need to click on one of the demo buttons, one of which is on the top right, over there, the other, which is on the sidebar on the left, over there. Click on that, and you'll be taken to the demos page where there are two options for free downloads. The first one, ArtRage 3 Studio Pro Demo, is the demonstration program that Joyce and I will be talking about in this video. Your other option, which you can find if you scroll down the page, is the ArtRage 2 Starter Edition. This one is a little bit older and thus has different features. The Studio Pro demo does not have all the features of the paid version, and it only runs for 30 days before you need to purchase it. There are two download options for Windows and Mac operating systems. Choose whichever is appropriate. When a box pops up asking whether you want to run, save, or cancel the download, click Run. When the download finishes, the demo setup wizard will come up on the screen to help you install ArtRage. This part will only take a few minutes. For students of English, ArtRage can be used to make an artwork providing commentary on contemporary events, similar to those that can be found in newspapers. I made a piece referencing the News International phone hacking scandal in July 2011. First, I imported an image so I wouldn't have to start from scratch. To do this, select Import Image File from File on the toolbar at the top of the screen. After, I pasted some text onto the screen by selecting Paste from the Edit drop menu. Next, I used the text function to write on the piece of paper. This is found on the bottom left interface. I selected Pencil from the bottom left to cross out writing and draw pictures of monkeys, which I do a little bit later. The bottom right interface is used to select color, brightness, and even create a metallic effect. By clicking on the Square Settings button on the left, you can adjust the pressure, softness, tilt angle, and precision of the pencil. There are varying and adjustable settings for each painting and drawing tool. Deciding that I wanted the words "Speak no evil" to appear fainter, I adjusted the transparency of the words using the layer controls. The controls allow you to scale, rotate, and move layer contents. You can also adjust opacity and lock transparency. To simulate coffee stains on the notes, I used the Gloop pen in brown. As you can see, the effect is of drips of ink. It looks realistic, with tiny splatters around the edges, which are more colour saturated than the middle.
We will start this music cover art by clicking on New Painting and changing the width and height to 500 pixels. There are many options for canvas in this software, but in this case we'll be using basic paper. We'll also be using the paint roller set at 25% tool size with a darker shade of blue. This software's tools are realistic and easy to use. Now change the paint to a lighter colour and to a smaller size by dragging your mouse. You find that with 25% pressure you will have a very realistic feel of the paint, like it does smudge like real paint does on real canvas. Now we will make the paint even lighter with a greater amount of metallic and a smaller paintbrush. Now with a larger percentage of pressure you will find that it does not smudge and just sticks there like dry paint would. You can also create new layers and use them so that in case you need to delete a layer, you can. We are adding this extra layer on top, but do not worry, we are going to change the opacity to a lower value. You can also add text to this artwork. We will do it to a larger font with bold and italic. Just click anywhere on the artwork and you can type. Change the colour to something you can read. We will also need to use the transform tool to move the word back here. You can also use it to shrink or to enlarge your layer. In this case we will enlarge it. This is a very simple method to engage students in a fun and visual manner to visualize music. Normally with music you will only see it in music staves or hear it with music, but visualizing it encourages deep learning since creating requires independent thinking. This in turn will aid the students' creative thinking in different subject areas.